I was thinking the other day of like when we first met and how like I met Raul first, who is one of our other best friends at Kairos. And he only got there because he felt like he needed to cancel his trip and to Washington and show up and just.
And that was like a routine trip too, like for the purpose.
Like he was going to go.
It was in
no matter what. Yeah. But he shows up. We come to find out we're from like our families are from the same part of Mexico. And then he happens to be living in front of my childhood best friend. And then I was like, oh yeah, buddy, like you're supposed to be here. Like we're supposed to be meeting right now.
The dots were too coincidental.
Yes. Coincidental. And then that was on a Saturday. And then he brings you like the following Wednesday to Kairos.
Yeah.
And we like, talk a little bit. You're obviously high energy dude. So it was hard to ignore you. It was hard to miss you. Not ignore you, but like, you stand out in the crowd for sure.
No.
Sorry. But then I saw you the following, like within a week, everything just happened.
Yeah.
Then I saw you on Sunday at Shoreline. I saw the back of your head and I was like, whose head is this? I've seen this head.
Whose taper?
Yeah. Whose taper is this? I text you. I'm like, there's no way. Are you here? You say yes. I'm like, we're getting coffee and we go where? Where do we go?
Gatekeeping. Sous le pont.
Magnolia sous le pont.
Yeah. Probably like top 3 coffee shops for me.
It's vibing.
And I don't want to gatekeep mine.
Okay.
I think everyone needs.
You're going to give it away?
Rose, we want you. Rose Cafe off Katy Trail. Probably one of my.
Everyone knows Rose, bro. They know Katy too. They get around. They get around, bro. They're for the community. Genuinely
is apparently, but Magnolia's influential moment, right?
Yeah,
because that's where we had our first real conversation of just deep connection. What can I provide for you, and what can you provide for me? Are we beneficial in each other's life? If so, let's do it together.
Yeah,
and that's why it was just like it was big because I never really had anything like that prior to that, especially with my story, my people, and people that are not in my life, right? So
it was like puzzle pieces, just like,
bro,
like you're painting this, I'm painting this in my life, but then it just makes sense to just be part of the artwork together. And I was like, let's run it. Like immediately I was like, let's
collab.
Let's collab post like on live. And obviously I've gotten to know you. That was back in when was that?
This was
February.
Had to have been no.
This
had to have been May.
Summer.
January, March, April, May. May or June.
Yeah, May or June. So then obviously have like gone on trips together. We've done like a bunch of things, High Rocks, trips. Hawaii, Austin. But these people don't. Yeah, New York. Discovered New York, last minute trip. But obviously like people don't know you as much as I do.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us like, if I'm meeting you for the first time, like who is Kevin? Like not just like what do you do, but like who are you? What are you all about?
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, first of all, I'm Kevin Kilby. I'm 27. I live in Dallas, Texas. And a little bit about me. After I graduated high school, I had no purpose. I didn't know who I was. I was still figuring that out.
Right.
I was working like a little make-ready apartment job. I was painting. And I did a maintenance request on somebody that lived there, and she was a recruiter. For the Army.
Yeah.
And that was my in. So we got to talking. I ended up leaving like 2 months later. Shifted my entire life.
Yeah.
With core values that I would have never gotten anywhere else, like ever. Like I wasn't the best student in school. I wasn't best behaved. It changed my life completely.
It brought things like kind of in order a little bit, like a little bit more.
And then some. Yeah, no, it just definitely made sense. I was still figuring out who I was.
For sure.
I was young.
Takes time.
I was 19.
Yeah.
19, 20.
Yeah.
And did that whole thing. I went to North Carolina and deployed, did all this. That's when I started actually cutting hair on deployment.
Right. Wait, pause.
Ooh.
How did that happen?
Should we dive into that one?
Because you're a hairstylist / barber, but how does that even tie with the Army, bro?
So 2020 we deployed, and right before deployment, I went ahead. The idea was to cut my own hair. So I go to Walmart, get like a $20 pair of clippers. And the idea was, once again, to cut my own hair. So put them in a bag, deployed, forgot about them for a month and found them in my bag, went to town. Horrible. Worst haircut of my life.
Yeah.
But my friends found me in the bathroom just going crazy and they just wanted next for some reason.
Right.
I messed everybody up for months.
For free too.
Yeah, for the free. Well, we didn't have like really good internet out there.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could just set up like a full tutorial and go to work, which I tried many times. I would set up my camera, fade would be happening, and then it would buffer and never come back. And I'm like, buddy,
the last 10 minutes is gone.
Buddy, gone, right? But anyways, so yeah, that's how I started cutting hair, got better at it. And ultimately, whenever I exited the military, went to school for it, and got hired by a salon, so on and so forth. So,
and you were there working, like, part of a salon for how long?
So I was with Avalon Salon and Spa here in Uptown for about 3.5 years, and this kind of just all starts to tie back into Kairos, right?
Right.
So during this time, I don't even know where to start. I kind of want to start back in like my lonely chapter.
Yes, we're gonna. For sure.
So Raul, my best friend, he's been my best friend what feels like forever. He went to Kairos first, and we were actually going to another run club here in Dallas.
Great people. That was my first run club. That's where I fell in love with running.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Oak Cliff Run Crew.
Oak Cliff, we love you.
Yeah. I want you.
But anyways, we were going there for a while, and he was like, "Dude, there's this new run club. You got to come to it." He had just went to the pop-up, right? So obviously I was so down for it and went, and energy was
bro, it's like peak summer.
Peak
Martha,
summer.
just going crazy.
Telling everyone, quit your job.
Quit your job.
Come on. We love you, Martha. But no, it was amazing. Vibes were 10 out of 10 and wanted to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And second week was, just kept getting better.
Right.
Went to church and that's how we met.
But before that, like none of these people were in the picture.
Before that, nobody was. The lifestyle was kind of there. But it was essentially my lonely chapter, right? Where Raul, I love you. So proud of your growth. And he was not an ounce of who he is right now. Drinking, partying, like that was just a scene.
Yeah,
right? Festivals, I loved it. But I knew I was like 1 foot out.
So 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So where does that leave you?
In a gray area.
Right.
Which is like it could be the most influential area. And it was for me because the gray area is knowing what you want and not having it yet. But also you're still in the old habits and maybe doing the things that you don't want to be doing with people that aren't going in the direction that you want to go.
They're comfortable. Like they're cool there. They're chilling. Yeah.
And it's all love too. It's love from a distance. Right?
Yeah.
So as that started to happen, a friend of mine invited me out to a marathon, Austin Half, to pace them and her friends. And so I started training for the marathon and it was cold at this time. It was pretty cold. And I told Raul about it and he wanted to do it with me. And as time went on, the need to train became more of a priority, and that's what I wanted for my life as well. So, being in the lonely chapter, I learned a lot of exactly what I wanted. The people I wanted in my life, priorities, no clubs, no drinking, bars.
And you had to remove yourself entirely from
entirely. Yeah. Whenever I first moved here to Dallas, which was back in 21, the friends that I had were blacking out in Deep Ellum. I've been there, like it was just a life that I did not want for myself. So as like I said, as I was transitioning into something that I wanted, Kairos came about and it was just like everything that I was wanting at that exact time. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
So would you say I'm assuming it was hard to leave that group.
Yeah, because you love these individuals. They're just not where you want to be, right? Yeah. And they're content with staying there. Yeah, it was definitely hard.
Okay. And then, so your friend, your influence obviously changed. And then what kind of changes did you see? Like once you changed the people, like what was different? Like what changed?
It was, the immediate thing was FOMO was never really a thing anymore. Because I knew I wanted to hang out with these individuals, just not what they were doing.
Right.
So the FOMO started disappearing. And then more people started appearing of what I was looking for.
Right. They like spawn trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was being
literally spawn trap.
They're just, yeah.
You know, and it's funny that you say that because like I always hear the phrase of like, if you want to find your people, you have to be yourself, because the people that are looking for you are only going to find you if you're actually being yourself. But if you're pretending to be this other person, the friend group that actually is trying to find you, they can't find you because you're at the club per se.
Okay.
But if you're like, I'm not going to be at the club, I'm going to go run.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to run clubs. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to church, this and that. You will find them because
entirely.
your environment is changing.
Yeah.
But, you know, not if you're just following like what everyone else is doing.
100%. No, I love that. And that's how they were spawn trapped me. So,
Yeah.
Right. As we continued on, obviously we met at Shoreline and then went and had coffee. Bro, I think that next week you asked me to be more involved with Kairos.
Yeah.
And I looked at you. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah. I was like,
yeah, you were like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I low-key kind of freaked out that day.
Yeah.
I definitely did, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was the coolest thing ever. At that time, this was all personal life, too.
Yeah.
I also had career life as well. And that's where I was at this salon with unfortunate, drama and just like the environment wasn't what I was wanting. Right. And being a commissioned stylist, that you don't have any option. Right. You don't have, hey, let me not come in on this day.
Right.
Let me come.
I want to be unemployed on Tuesday.
Let me work. Yeah. Let me work 4 hours.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm coming in when they want me to. I'm cutting.
Right.
And there's a percentage to them and to me.
Right.
And there's that. Right. And it was very, very standard.
Yeah.
But at this time, I had picked up social media. Kevin Blade was my first.
Kevin Blade. What? That sounds like a video game character.
Kevin Blade LLC was my first Instagram name. I had like 3 videos. I had 250 followers.
Let's go. Humble beginnings,
bro.
Wait, you heard that? 250 followers.
250 followers, and this was May of 25. Yeah,
right before I met you.
it is now. Yeah, exactly.
Dang, dude, that's crazy.
And now it is May. What's today? 19,
May
20?
6th. I don't even
Chat.
know. Jamie. Jamie. 19th.
It is the
May 19th.
19th.
Yeah.
And I now have 23,000 followers on Instagram.
3,000 is crazy. So 250 to
blessed.
23,000.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now the story with that is
Yeah.
is consistency, and everyone says it. But I've seen the lows and the highs of consistency and growth.
And you're pushing content that relates to your career.
Not entirely.
Not entirely.
In the
Okay.
beginning, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I was trying to get a feel for it. I'm a hairstylist.
Right.
So I rebranded Kevin Blade LLC. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Kevin
To now Cut with Kevin.
Cut with Kevin,
And that
yeah.
was the brand. I had a vision. I remember talking to my coworker about it before it was even a thing. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, wouldn't it be crazy if I was just like, I don't know, Cut with Kevin?
Yeah.
Anyways, got it on all platforms,
Yeah.
purchased the domain, did the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's like lean into this. Let's be a little more serious about it.
Yeah.
So I did start posting entirely hair content, strictly hair content.
Yeah.
But as you know, Kairos Run Club influences you to post you,
Yeah.
to be 100% yourself. And so I started posting running content, and then I started posting Kairos content, which was by far, the best time of my life.
Yeah.
And then I started posting Strava content, and then I was getting 100,000 views on those. And I was just like, dude, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like a big influence, right? Social media. And, little did I know I was building a way of exiting commission stylists, building a way of creating my brand.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know it yet.
Right. Before you go into that, I want to dive a little bit more into like I hear you say like I started posting 23,000, and people will hear that and that's the highlight. But like, tell me what it was like to post at 250 or 251. Like
251.
what kind of like obstacles did you face? Because obviously no one just comes out being like a, professional poster, influencer, whatever. But like, what kind of pushback did you get? Did you get like that feeling of embarrassment? Like, were people talking about it? Like, because that's what most people fear when they're like, oh, I don't want to post because I'm going to be perceived as this. They're going to make fun of me.
Yeah.
Did you get any of that?
Yeah, so I got two things. I had the physical pushback, and then I had my own pushback. Mm-hmm. Those are two very different things. Mm-hmm. The physical pushback was the people around me.
Right.
And all respect to Avalon Salon. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Shout out.
But they're much older than me. Mm-hmm. We are completely in different generations.
Yeah.
And when I pulled up to the salon with a ring light and a tripod.
Like, what is this guy doing?
Dude, I had no on my ring light, I had no shields. So it was just
blaring everywhere. Brother.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
But they didn't understand it, right? They didn't see the vision. They didn't understand what I was trying to do or like why or how it could what it could become.
Yeah.
So the physical pushback were comments, stares, judgment, like direct judgment to my face.
What are you doing? What is this?
They'll make fun of some of the videos that I would post. And it was very interesting because these are close people that I had worked with for about, I don't know, 2 years now, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously I had to learn of like different tripods, different lights, angles, stuff like that. So I was really just in my own area, but I could see everything happening, you know? Now the mental pushback was the embarrassment, was the judgment of others and caring. And that's like the worst one.
Yeah.
Right? Is caring about what other people think is probably like the worst thing you could do, really.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're not being yourself in that case. Because you're worried about judgment of others or embarrassing yourself.
Right.
Where embarrassment can really build good qualities.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just embarrass. Let's just go get embarrassed today.
Yeah.
You know? So I dude, my tripod fell on a client.
No way.
With my
I didn't know that. Did it hit them?
I'll find the video.
Their head?
I was doing a consultation, and this is before it was on the ground. It was on my station.
Okay.
And I was talking with the client, and it fell like, oh my God. Damn. It fell like to the next client. And yeah. Anyways, humble beginnings for sure.
Humble beginnings, yeah.
But yeah, I just started doing, haircut consultations, and that was really that was pretty much my niche. But I also started just talking into the camera, sweeping up hair, talking about Amor Fati, talking about Alan Watts, a philosopher that I'm really enamored by, and those videos would do good too.
Yeah,
and I think it was because of the relatability or just like the vulnerability, maybe of just talking. And at the time, even growing up, my whole life, my biggest insecurity is how I speak. I was always made fun of the way that I talk and how I can't deliver something or saying something incorrectly or using a word when it's not supposed to. Like I could go on and on, right? So recording yourself is the biggest way to expose all of your insecurities because you see it.
Right.
As I'm editing, I'm like, oh my God.
Like I hate my voice.
I want to delete this so bad, right? You hate your voice. You said something stupid. Something didn't make sense, or you could have said it better. You have to put all of that to the side. Yeah. And I did, right? So
it's like the ultimate mirror of like how you project yourself to the world.
Ultimate mirror. Yeah. In reality, most people they don't even notice that. Right. We're our worst critic. And that's where I had to like slow down a little bit and realize that I'm just being authentic and this is what I want to do and just do it.
Yeah. I love that. I do want to ask you, so how, like, let's say someone's coming to you and they're saying, I want to post, I feel all the emotions that you just described, but like, how do I overcome that fear? Like, how do I actually push past that? Because it sounds cool. You can like watch hella TikToks about it. Yeah. ChatGPT, like, Claudia,
Chatty.
But it's like, how do I actually execute this assignment of like posting?
That's it right there. Execute.
Yeah.
That's how, right? You hit record.
Yeah. You just hit record.
That's it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Maybe a game plan, but I feel like a lot of people get stuck.
They get stuck in the game plan.
In the game plan.
In the preparation.
They prep too damn much.
It just doesn't leave the preparation room.
Yep.
Yeah.
So quick answer. Hit record. And then, build that foundation of recording.
Yeah.
And obviously within your niche of what you want to do.
Like you have to know a little bit about what you're going to talk about.
I guess let me rephrase. Find your niche first. Like, what do you want to do? Like, but your why. My why was building clientele. Was building a brand. That was my why. How do I do that? Well, it's my career, right? It's hair. That's my niche.
Yeah.
And then I found my niche within my niche, which is my consultations. And for those of you that don't know, a niche within the social media world is something that gets you the most views, or it's something that you are doing the most of, right? For me, it was the consultations. They were just huge for me, right? So then guess what? I just, repeated those and kind of went from there.
Yeah. That's crazy. I think one of the things that, like, whenever I met you, that I saw was that trait of like, let's just get it done. And so that I'm very much like a perfectionist, like from when I was little. Yeah. And I'm a recovering perfectionist because I can get stuck in the planning process. But then like, I'm like, no, but this has to happen, or this has to line up. And it ties in, it's almost like us being a part of Kairos. We're like bound to that system now, because it's like, well, I could plan more. I could like make it more safe, but like this moment is like all I have. So like, should I just do it? And most of the time it's like, yes. Cause you could, I'm not saying like planning is not good, but most of the time we hide behind it, or we're waiting for like, once I get the right amount of money saved, or like once I have the support from my family or your friends, which you're not going to get. Yep. Maybe not right away. They always come after you've already kind of succeeded. They're like, oh, I believe in you. And you're like, yeah, it's a little late. Like I did it without you. It's crazy.
Or even more so, they will support you.
Yeah.
Until you are past the success they thought you could get. Right. And then the support kind of falls.
Right.
Right. And then Jimmy from Kansas will support you more than your family.
Strangers.
Wild.
Strangers.
And that started happening. I was like, what? I love you, Jimmy.
Yeah. It's crazy because even like that, we talk a lot about like how on Instagram and TikTok, like if you post on Instagram, it's a lot of people that you know. So you feel a little bit more embarrassed, but on TikTok, you're a nobody. So you can post whatever into the void and you might blow up from strangers that don't know you, don't have any perception of you. They just saw your video and liked it. And you're like, oh, maybe I do have something valuable to share. It's just need to put myself out there.
Relatability.
Yeah.
Thing, right. So going back to my consultations, it's like people that once they talk about like what they're struggling with, oh, my hair's too flat.
Like the why behind the hair.
There you go.
Yeah.
The why.
Yeah.
The why is the biggest thing. Right. So once you figure out the why, as far as recording, hit record.
Yeah.
Hit record.
Yeah.
And then trust the process. Of course, consistency.
Yeah.
And then analyzing the growth, right? See what does well and go from there.
Yeah. Well, okay. So now what about the risk? Like you have X person that's like, cool, I can post, I can do that. But like, I also want to venture out in my career, but I'm like scared because I have the safety and there's things I don't like about it, but I'm comfortable being there. But how can I leave that the nest?
Yeah.
Where it's like safe. I know what kind of salary, what kind of money's coming in. I know what problems are going to come with it. But like, I kind of want to know if I could venture out and do my own thing, Because where are you now? I don't even think you told them where you're at now.
What do you mean?
Like you didn't tell them.
I didn't. We went into something else.
Yeah.
So present day, I am a 100% fully independent hairstylist at Common Good. This was back in September, and it's a fully founded business. So Cut with Kevin is a legitimate LLC, and it blows my mind to say that. Yeah. The growth is absolutely insane. Very much blessed.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, you said two things, right? You said safety and comfortability. Those are the two worst things that you could be in.
Yeah.
There's zero growth in comfortability.
Zero.
Say
that slowly one more time.
Zero growth.
Zero growth.
In comfortability.
When you are comfortable and you have the expectation of what's coming in, you are comfortable right there, right then and there.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'll attest to that too, because whenever I got to Common Good, it was I had to grind because I fired 600 clients at Avalon, and now I'm on my own and social media.
Yeah.
Right. So I get there and I'm grinding, posting, promoting myself, trying to figure it out. And holidays come around. I'm doing really well for myself. Very much blessed in every aspect. January comes around. Still, like, there's not a dip.
Right.
The clients keep coming, and it's amazing. But you know what takes a hit? My posting. Right.
The thing that got you the clients, now you can't even do it.
The thing that got me where I got completely there. I stopped.
Yeah.
Right. And and I realized that I was really comfortable. Now, my team of mentors, shout out School of Barbering, definitely wouldn't be here without you guys.
Shout out Ivan.
Shout out Ivan the Great, and David, of course. But my mentors insisted that I go up in price. And so I did. And that was at the end of December. And January and February, there was not a dip in new clients. So then I went up again, and there has yet to be a dip.
That's crazy. Because you're providing the same value, if not more.
Correct.
Because you're just getting better each time.
Correct. But with that, after I would do a price increase, I got nervous.
You got nervous.
Yeah, I got nervous. Yeah. So then the posting would kind of increase.
Yeah.
But now it's more or less a lifestyle. It's like, hey, this is a part of my career. This is what I want to do. So then I execute.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, potentially change your friend group, change your environment. If you feel like you're not, if it's not fitting your lifestyle, like, leave.
100%. You know what my favorite metaphor is? So a water bottle at a grocery store is a couple bucks.
Cheap. Common.
No value.
A common good.
A water bottle at the movies, more expensive.
Okay.
And then on an airplane, ridiculous.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Right.
It's all the same thing, but the location is different.
Yeah.
The location is different, so
100%.
therefore the value is different. So if you feel like you're not getting the value where you're at, change your location.
Change your location.
If that means getting rid of the friends that aren't in the direction that you want to go in, do that.
Yeah.
Or trying out new things, new run clubs.
Side questing is what we call side questing.
Get out the house.
Get out of the house.
Get out of the house.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because if things change when things change. So that's probably the best way to go about that.
And then secondly, quit your job.
Quit your job. I'll never forget. You said, this was a week before I left my job. You said, Kevin, you embody Kairos. Do it. And I went home that night and I was like, I am Kairos.
It's me. I'm the club.
I'm the club.
That's crazy.
No, but it got to me, right?
Yeah.
I had the support. I had the community. I had everything that I was wanting, except my career. Except I was W-2.
Right.
It's the worst thing you could be.
1099, baby.
But yeah, no, you influenced me like no other, along with many other people. Ivan, Haley, Raul.
And what's crazy is in our group, multiple people have quit their job.
Multiple. Because it was a semi-joke at first.
Who are we trying to get to quit their job next? Is it Jonah or Raul? Who's next on the list?
Well, Raul just quit.
So Jonah's next on the list. He's on the come up. And I love that you're here able to share your story because the whole premise is like we're trying to take what's happening in our circle with Kairos and like the job thing and posting and embarrassment and being cringe and the people. And we're trying to get all that out so people can know and hear it and think, okay, in what areas of my life can I implement some of this and make more money and be around better people and be a better person and be more healthy, be more fit, all the things. Everything is important. And what's also important is how we're even in this place.
You know what's even more important?
Yeah.
How we're even here.
How are we here? Where are we?
Hey, we just want to shout out real quick, 6 Point Studios, George and Mike. We love you guys. Thank you so much for allowing us to come on your set and
major shout out
and express who we are and what we're about.
Yeah.
Also, I want to take a second to give Marco, no X.
Guys, this is important.
Service announcement.
Oh my God.
Wait, I didn't even say the full thing. Public service announcement.
PSA. My government name is not Marcos with an S. No S. The S is actually non-existent. It's not even silent. It doesn't exist.
Zero.
Stop calling me Marcos. So now I go by Mark.
Now he's Mark. But yeah, of course, Mark, I lost my train of thought there. But anyways, dude, you are my literal best friend. Yeah. I want to give you your flowers for multiple things. Yeah. But we would probably be here all night. We wouldn't be here if you didn't execute the things that you've executed. And that's just you doing you. Yeah. That's you, free will. Yeah. Freewillmaxxing.
Freewillmaxxing.
And then some.
And then some.
You are unemployed. on your own.
No, that doesn't mean I'm just at home doing nothing. It means I don't work for somebody.
No, it definitely makes no. No, dude, I love you, and you've single-handedly changed my life in many ways, and this was a reflection of why you are my best friend, and I appreciate you. So yeah, definitely wouldn't be here without you either. Bro,
it all started from pressing record, making a TikTok, and now we're here.
That's it. Yeah. And running. Get up and move. Yep. Guys, you always do better than the version that stayed home. And if you haven't remembered always to be yourself, you will go so much farther, and you will invite the people that are meant for you in your life with open arms. Yeah. Love you guys.
We'll see you the next time, my guy.
Peace.